अभ्यगात् देवक्यां याचितोऽभ्यगात् अजा त्वम् अस्या क्षेमाय अजस्त्वम् अस्य क्षेमाय वदाय च सुरद्विषां वदाय च सुरद्विषाम् अपरे वसुदेवस्य देवक्यां याचितोऽभ्यगात् अजस्त्वम् अस्य क्षेमाय वदाय च सुरद्विषाम् अपरे वसुदेवस्य देवक्यां याचितोऽभ्यगात् अजस्त्वमस्य क्षेमाय वदाय च सुरद्विषाम् अपरे वसुदेवस्य देवक्यां याचितोऽभ्यगात् अजस्त्वमस्य क्षेमाय वदाय च सुरद्विषाम् अपरे others Vasudevasya of Vasudeva, Devakyam of Devaki, Yachitaha being prayed for, Abhyagat took birth, Aja unborn, Tvam you are, Asya of him, Kshemaya for the good, Vadaya for the purpose of killing, Cha and Suradvisham of those who are envious of the demigods. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swamy Prabhupada Ki. Translation. Others say that since both Devaki and Vasudeva and Devaki prayed for you, you have taken your birth as their son. Undoubtedly, you are unborn, yet you take your birth for their welfare and to kill those who are envious of the demigods. Please repeat the translation. Others say that since both Vasudeva and Devaki prayed for you, you have taken your birth as their son. Undoubtedly, you are unborn, yet you take your birth for their welfare and to kill those who are envious of the demigods. Purport. It is also said that Vasudeva and Devaki in their previous birth as Sutapa and Prishni underwent a severe type of penance to get the Lord as their son. And as a result of such austerities, the Lord appeared as their son. It is already declared in the Bhagavad Gita that the Lord appears for the welfare of all people of the world and to vanquish the asuras or the materialistic atheists. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. Om Ajnanatimidandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshut Dhamyena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we are reading the prayers offered by Queen Kunti to Krishna when Krishna was about to depart to Dwaraka. So in the series of prayers that she offers, there are many reasons that many people say for the appearance of the Lord. In the previous verses, she has said that you have only appeared for some reason, like to please Yadavas. In the later verses we see that you have, here in this verse we see that she is referring to the Krishna saying you have appeared to please Vasudeva and Devakī as they prayed for you. And there are many other reasons people say why Lord has appeared. So mentioning all of those reasons, apare, others, that's what Prabhupada translates, others say. What do they say? Vasudevasya Devakyam. Vasudev and Devakī yachitaha, they prayed for you. So, as they have prayed that you be appearing on us as a son. So this is one of the reasons that Kunti is saying, okay, after all, you are unborn. The unborn is taking birth to please his devotees. Sometimes he is known by Yadava. He is known as to be a community of, one of the community members of Yadava community. And sometimes he is known to be Nanda Kumara. He is considered as, he wants to please Nanda and Yashoda. So there are different reasons why Lord comes. But the fact remains that he is Aja. Unlike us, Lord, when he comes, it is just for his relishing pastimes. We, on the other hand, we come just because we are forced to be coming here. No one has chosen some certain family to come in certain circumstances that we want to come. It is all destined. So, but here we see it is just on the free will of the Lord that he comes on different pretexts. But his only idea is to please the devotees. And of course, ajastvam asya kshemaya. Kshemaya means for the well-being of. You come only for the well-being of your devotees. And also, vadayecha suradvisham. And also, by the way, you also vadaya, kill all the demons. So very similar words we see in Bhagavad Gita. What is that? Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuktanam adharmasya tadatmanam srujamyaham. Srujami means coming. When does he come? Yada yada hi dharmasya glani. Whenever dharma is declined. So he comes to reinstate the dharma and to annihilate the demons. So very similarly, Kunti is offering this prayer here. It is said that Vasudeva and Devakī in their previous birth as Sutapa and Prishni underwent a severe type of penance to get the Lord as their son. It is not an ordinary thing to have Lord as one's own son. It calls for a great deal of tapasya. Here we can see severe type of penances for so many long days. So many days they have been doing great tapasya, penance. And that time Lord appears and then asking for a boon. And then they said, we don't want any boon, but we want you as our son. So Lord says, who else can come? Who else than me can directly come? That's how he, to please the to please their wish. So Lord comes as the son of Vasudeva and Devakī. So of course we know the story. After that he descends in the Mathura jail, and then Lord goes to the foster father Nanda and Yashoda to continue his pastimes and to give them the relish of being the son. Okay. So one more aspect. Lord, when we say Lord or Krishna or Rama or Govinda, he has many names. So each of the name has got its own meaning. What is the meaning of Krishna? All attractive. So in one sense, there are many names for God. If God can be given one name, that one name is Krishna, all attractive. Because he has many names. Nanda Nandana, he is addressed as son of Nanda. Yashoda Nandana, son of Yashoda. Madhusudana, who killed the demon Madhu. So like that, based on his activities or whom he is related to, he has many names. But if actually in one sense, God has no name. In one sense, there is no name because he is all attractive. That's why everybody is calling him with different names. So one best name that we can call is all attractive. That's how Yadavas are attracted to him. Dwarka Vasis are attracted to him. Mathura Vasis, Vrindavan Vasis, everybody is attracted to Krishna. So the name as it refers to Krishna, he is attractive, all attractive. That's how, if one name we can give or all represent, that can be Krishna. So that's how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, just by calling these names with the internal energy, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So automatically we also develop that attraction towards the Supreme Lord. Okay, so now there are different people addressing or approaching Lord in different ways. There are many religious systems, right? So here, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has shown, we chant Hare Krishna mantra. And then there are many religions. They also have some path, right? Like Christianity or Islam or a Jew or so on and so forth. So everybody has some path. So referring to this, everybody is trying to approach God, but with different names. Lord, as we have spoken, there is no particular name. He can be addressed with different names. Just like Allah, they say. Allah means the greatest, that's all. Christ, refers to as Christos, and the word Christ has also come from Krishna. So everybody is addressing the same Supreme Lord, but different names. In one sense, their names are all identical. And now we have to understand with what intention one approaches God, God also reciprocates. There is a very verse signifying this, which is that Ye yatha mam prapadyante tams tataiva bhajamyaham mama vartamanu vartante manushya partha sarvashaha. So Lord says in Bhagavad Gita, Ye yatha mam prapadyante tams tataiva bhajamyaham. The way you approach me, I reciprocate. Mama vartamanu vartante. After all, mama means they are all approaching me. Vartamanu means they are all No, all towards me only. They may call different names, they may refer different ways of somebody may follow different style of approaching, but they're all directly or indirectly approaching me only, towards me. They're all towards me. So Prabhupada very nicely quotes this statement. The whole world, civilized world, they have some religion. Christian religion, Muhammad religion, Hindu religion, Buddhist religion, and many other subordinate religion. Under the group of Christians, there are some so many churches, Protestants, Catholics. In the Mohammedan, they have got Shias, Sunnis, Shak, etc. In Hindus also, Vaishnavas, then Shaktas, Suras, Ganapatyas, and so many. But Krishna says they are all of them seeking after me. They are all seeking after me. Somebody may approach in this way, somebody may approach that way, but they are ultimately coming to me, because they are also they are referring kind of some scriptures. Christians, they refer to Bible. Islams, they refer to Quran. Hindus, there are many scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and so forth. So they are all referring, and they have to be guided, because why somebody gets inclined to some way is based on their gunas. That is answered in 17th chapter when Arjuna says, see, there are many people. Arjuna asked this question to Krishna. There are many people, although they are not following as per the scriptures, but they do follow something very faithfully. What will happen to them? He asked this question. They may not be following scriptures, but they follow according to some faith and very sincerely. What will happen to them? Then Krishna clearly answers that same, saying, yes, they will be elevated. They will come in one of the gunas and then slowly come to sattva guna. So anything sincerely done has a one step towards God. So, and it's once fortunate to get in touch with Supreme Lord through a pure, bona fide spiritual master. It's really a great fortune that one has to just see through so many other processes, so many subordinate processes, just by the mercy of spiritual master. If one is fortunate enough to come in touch with spiritual master, bona fide spiritual master, he can give away so many other processes or so much time that would have been taken to come to the state of pure devotional service or the true religion. So that's why here says, Ajastvam asya kshemaya. I just come, you just come just for the devotees, to please devotees. But otherwise, you don't have so any obligations to anything that somebody may speculate, okay, you've come for this reason, or so many you've come for some other reason. You just come on your own sweet will, and somebody approaching you it's a boon or a prerogative for that you give to everybody, not just humans. Lord, as when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came, he even gave the chance to animals, birds, not just humans. He made even them to chant Hare Krishna. So Lord is so magnificent that it's just a matter of time that one has to give and then approach Lord. There are many reasons how one can approach Lord, and there are many reasons that one can approach in terms of not only spiritual, not only that Lord comes himself to give this opportunity, but he sends across the pure devotees on behalf of him to give this idea of preaching or Krishna consciousness or any kind of some religion. Shri Radha Govinda ki. So one more interesting aspect that we can derive from this is, as Kunti addresses here is Vadaicha Suradvisham. One reason, the indirect reason why Krishna comes is to kill also. Sura, Asura. So Suras are Devatas, Asuras are demons. So, in one sense, who is called a Asura? Those who don't follow any practice of religion. So, Prabhupada brings in a very striking difference here. When we say Lord has descended yada yada hi dharmasya, okay, wherever, when there is a need, he descends. Dharmasya glani, when there is a decline in religion. So Lord has to balance, or in that way to say, everybody here has to balance. Say for example, what are our needs? In terms of body also we have some needs. Say we need enough rest for the body to function properly. We need enough food. We need some clothing. We need some place to stay. All these are necessities, right? Similarly, we have necessities in terms of soul. So these have to be balanced. So just like we cannot give away the requirements of the body, similarly we shouldn't be giving away the requirements of the soul. Otherwise we will just be going in some direction and then getting frustrated again and again. That's what the whole world around, those who are not Krishna conscious or those who are not in the state of understanding what a soul is, they again and again get embarrassed and frustrated by their own bodily demands. They have not touched that, the other side. Just like a balance is there. If you're just taking care of the needs of the body, and then you're not balanced, you cannot walk by. So there is a need for balancing our spiritual needs. So what's the purpose of this life? So when we talk about the needs of the soul or the necessities of the soul, that's how these questions come about by. What are they? What is the purpose of life? What is our goal of life? What are we heading towards? So although many people just give a blind ear or a blind thought for all these questions, but scriptures say these are profound questions that should be tried to be answered. Not many give a proper understanding for this. People in fact very happily ignore these questions. So there is a balance required in our execution of life. There is a deep requirement for our execution of life. It cannot be just going according to the needs of the body, but very well addressing the needs of the soul. So when Lord comes, he tries and makes this balance set in the society. Dharmasya glani means what? They're just going according to the needs of the body. Now he has to, that decline is there, now he has to set it right, set the balance right. So similarly, when there is an opportunity for all of us to have this balance going, and we can check our own balances. How much are we getting frustrated? That's one sign you're not balanced. How much are you getting carried away? Then that shows how much are we balanced ourselves. So there are many different signs that we can figure out for ourselves if we are going off track or off balance. So very interestingly, Prabhupada gives a very similar or a striking example. People in their lifestyle, see how much they adore their cars, how much they long for their house that they want to have, how much they want to show off. And have we seen many devotees, any others showing off or truly practicing spirituality? Even some of them, they're so much happy to show off their cars or houses. Are they enough? Are they feeling enough comfortable to show that they are practicing spirituality? They even think, oh, is it necessary to put this tilak and go out? Is it necessary, they think. Then the other side, they should have thought, is it necessary for me to have a expensive car? Do they think that? No. So that shows they're unbalanced. They're even bothered or thinking, oh, how do I look out of in the society? It is a privilege that one should be recognized as a devotee rather than a well accomplished materialist. After all, in this balance also, the more balance after all is for progressing spiritually. Feeding the soul is more important than feeding the body. Of course, there is a balance. Unless we keep our body fit, we cannot practice. But nonetheless, people give this blind eye for the spiritual progress. So here, very interestingly, we have to know how Kunti Maharani is praying, how she is addressing Krishna. This shows the mood of a devotee. How a devotee has to be saying Lord or understanding Lord is very, very important. So a Lord, generally Lord means what for mass of people? He is great and we can rely on Him or whenever there is a necessity of some money or some disease, when we are deceased. That's the only idea they have on God. But devotees cannot be on that level. Just like Kunti, she is not relying on that level. She knows who God is, what is His characteristic, what is His interest, what does He want us to do, what is our purpose, what is His purpose of Him being here. All that she knows. An ordinary devotee are on what level? That's called Kanistadhikari. If somebody understands and try and follow, that's called Madhyamadhikari. And then by Lord's and spiritual master's mercy, one can reach the Uttamadhikari step. So it is a process that we are all undergoing, and by seeking shelter of great devotees like Kunti Maharani and many other personalities like Pandavas and Prahlad Maharaj, seeking their mercy and following in their footsteps, we aspire that we one day can think or address Lord in that way. Okay. So there is one more interesting aspect that we can derive from this statement of Vadaicha Suradvisha. So a very nice analogy or a statement that Prabhupada brings in one of the contexts. He says, why do people don't understand God? Then Prabhupada says, they are not able to understand because they are not intelligent or moodha. Why are they not intelligent? Can anybody say? Why are they not intelligent? Because they are sinful. Why are they sinful? Why are they acting sinfully? Again, there is no guidance for them. They are just carried away by the forces. So, there is a striking analysis that we can make why people are not aspiring to understand God. In their own, so there is a spiral, the backward spiral has to start. So one has to stop the sinful activity that leads to getting pious credits, and then slowly he will evolve and he will become intelligent. Generally people think intelligence is referred to only materialistic, bodily intelligence, or the cosmic understanding of this, how this world works. Not necessarily. Intelligence is more to do with understanding how well we have balanced our lives. So it's very important for us to reiterate ourselves, where are we going wrong in this cycle of not understanding God, or not trying to aim at the Supreme Lord as the goal of life. So which is stopping us? So we have to probably go back to the spiral and then come back and then set one set at a time. So there are enough instructions that Krishna and Prabhupada give us, so that we just try to do a bit more than the previous day, and that will bring us to a better understanding of Lord. With this I stop here. If you have any questions. Yeah.
Prabhu, in the beginning you told that although God has no name except we give him these names. So similarly, Prabhu, we say that Krishna is absolute. So all the names are also absolute, Prabhu. So in that sense, we can chant any name. Why only Krishna, Prabhu? Say Krishna or any other name of God.
Yeah, in that sense, Prabhupada says, if you are sincerely chanting according to scripture, and if it brings you to the love of God, that's the test. If any name you chant, and the test is it bringing out the love of God in you? That's the test. So, in the mission that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given, we can easily have many testimonies how hippies became happies, and not much time. So they never heard the word Krishna, Hare Krishna. So of course they would have heard Christ or so forth. So the potency that the age gives, it is Hare Krishna mantra and Hare Rama, many names or many mantras, they were all there. But how does it has more potency in this age is by the special privilege that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given. But otherwise, many names are there. All are equally potent. Prabhupada says, I have invested all my potencies in these names of Govinda, Krishna. We hear that statement. But why this Hare Krishna mantra is specifically given is like a sale. Sometimes there are sale, discounts, special sale. So that's the reason that on this word, on the name of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that one gets qualified, and then we can develop that ultimate goal, love of God. That's the answer. Thank you. We'll stop here. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.